Are you dreaming of Europe? Imagine walking through historic streets, studying at world-renowned universities, or building a career in a vibrant European city. For millions of non-European nationals, this dream often collides with a complex reality: the Schengen visa application. It can feel like navigating an impossible bureaucratic maze. The challenge is real. A single misstep, a forgotten document, or an overlooked detail can lead to immediate rejection. This isn't just a minor setback. It costs you precious time, hard-earned money, and, most importantly, your travel dreams. The stakes are incredibly high when your future in Europe hangs in the balance. But what if there was a clear path through this complexity? What if you could approach your Schengen visa application with confidence, knowing exactly what to do? This is your ultimate guide to conquering the Schengen visa process for work and school. We will break down every requirement, demystify the rules, and provide you with the latest 2025 updates. We understand the urgency and the importance of getting this right. This isn't just about filling out forms. It's about unlocking your future. We are here to empower you with the knowledge and strategies you need to succeed. Let's transform that daunting challenge into a clear, actionable plan. First, let's establish what the Schengen area truly is. It's a zone comprising 27 European countries that have abolished passport and all other types of border control at their mutual borders. This means once you enter one Schengen country, you can travel freely to any other within the zone without further border checks. This freedom of movement is a cornerstone of the European experience. However, this freedom is contingent upon proper entry. For non-EU citizens, a Schengen visa is often the gateway. It's crucial to understand that while the visa allows travel within the zone, its primary purpose is tied to your initial entry and the specific reason for your stay. This distinction is vital for a successful application. The Schengen visa is not a one-size-fits-all solution. There are different categories designed for various purposes, such as tourism, business, family visits, and, critically for our discussion, work and study. Each category has specific requirements tailored to its intended use. Misidentifying your visa type can lead to immediate rejection. The application process itself is standardized across all Schengen member states, but local embassies or consulates may have slight variations in their specific procedures or required supporting documents. Always consult the official website of the embassy or consulate where you intend to apply. This due diligence is your first step towards success. Let's dive into the fundamental requirements that apply to nearly all Schengen visa applications, regardless of your specific purpose. These are the non-negotiables, the bedrock of your submission. Overlooking any of these can jeopardize your entire application. Your passport is your most critical document. It must be valid for at least 3 months beyond your intended departure date from the Schengen area. Furthermore, it needs to have at least 2 blank pages for visa stamps. An expired or nearly expired passport is an immediate red flag. The Schengen visa application form is the central document of your submission. It must be completed accurately, truthfully, and legibly. Every section requires careful attention. Inconsistencies or errors can raise suspicions and lead to delays or rejection. Do not rush this step. You will need recent passport-sized photographs that meet specific Schengen requirements. These photos must be clear, taken against a light background, and show your full face. Ensure they are no older than 6 months to reflect your current appearance accurately. Proof of legal residence in your current country is also essential. This could be a residence permit, a valid visa for your current country, or other official documentation. This demonstrates your ties to your home country and your intention to return after your stay in Europe. Finally, you must provide proof of your travel arrangements. This includes a confirmed flight itinerary showing your entry and exit dates from the Schengen area. While a purchase ticket is ideal, a reservation or itinerary from an airline or travel agent is often sufficient for the application. Beyond the general requirements, your application must clearly articulate your specific purpose for entering the Schengen area. For work and study visas, this means providing compelling evidence of your intentions. This is where your application truly differentiates itself. For a work visa, the cornerstone of your application is a valid employment contract. This contract must be with a company based in a Schengen member state and clearly outline your position, salary, and duration of employment. It serves as definitive proof of your job offer. In addition to the contract, you will typically need a letter from your prospective employer. This letter should confirm your employment, state the purpose of your visit, and often include details about your role and the company's commitment to your employment. It reinforces the legitimacy of your work opportunity. For a student visa, your official acceptance letter from a recognized educational institution in a Schengen country is paramount. This letter must confirm your enrollment in a specific program, its duration, and any associated fees. It is the primary evidence of your academic intent. You will also need proof of enrollment. This might be a confirmation of your registration, a receipt for tuition fees paid, or a document from the university confirming your active student status. This demonstrates that you are genuinely committed to your studies. Depending on the country and institution, you might also need to provide academic transcripts, diplomas, or proof of language proficiency. These documents validate your qualifications for the chosen course of study. Always check the specific requirements of your target country and university. One of the most critical aspects of any long-term visa application is demonstrating your financial capability. The host country needs assurance that you can support yourself without becoming a burden on their social welfare system. This is not merely a formality, it's a fundamental requirement. You must provide bank statements that clearly show sufficient funds to cover your entire stay in the Schengen area. The exact amount required varies by country and duration of stay, so always check the specific guidelines of the embassy or consulate you are applying through. These statements should ideally cover the last 3 to 6 months. In addition to bank statements, other forms of financial proof can strengthen your application. This might include a letter from your bank confirming your account balance, or proof of regular income such as salary slips. The goal is to paint a clear picture of your financial health. If you are being sponsored, either by a family member or an institution, you will need a formal sponsorship letter. This letter must clearly state the sponsor's commitment to cover your expenses. It should also be accompanied by their bank statements and proof of their own financial stability. For students, proof of scholarship or student loan documentation can serve as evidence of financial support. If your tuition fees are covered by a scholarship, provide official documentation from the awarding body. This demonstrates a secure financial plan for your education. Remember, the funds must be readily accessible. Assets like property or investments are generally not considered liquid enough unless they can be quickly converted to cash. The embassy wants to see funds that you can use for daily living expenses, accommodation, and emergencies. Travel insurance is not optional for a Schengen visa. It is a mandatory requirement. This insurance serves as a crucial safety net, ensuring that you are covered for unforeseen medical emergencies or other travel-related incidents during your stay. Without it, your application will be rejected. Your travel insurance policy must meet specific criteria. It must be valid throughout the entire duration of your intended stay in the Schengen area. This means from your planned entry date to your planned exit date, without any gaps in coverage. The minimum coverage amount required is €30,000. This amount is designed to cover potential medical expenses, emergency hospital treatment, and repatriation costs in case of illness or death. Ensure your policy explicitly states this coverage. The policy must be valid in all Schengen member states. Some policies might be limited to specific countries, which would not be acceptable. Your insurance provider should confirm that the coverage extends across the entire Schengen zone. You will need to provide proof of your insurance policy with your application. This typically includes a certificate of insurance or a letter from your insurance provider detailing the coverage, validity period, and the amount insured. Keep a copy for your records and for travel. It is highly advisable to purchase your travel insurance from a reputable provider. While cost is a factor, ensuring comprehensive coverage that meets all Schengen requirements is paramount. Do not compromise on this essential aspect of your preparation. Even for long-term work or study visas, you need to provide a clear initial travel itinerary and proof of accommodation. This demonstrates that you have a concrete plan for your arrival and initial period in Europe. It helps the authorities understand your immediate intentions. Your flight itinerary should show your planned entry and exit dates from the Schengen area. While you don't necessarily need to purchase a non-refundable ticket before your visa is approved, a confirmed reservation or a detailed itinerary from an airline or travel agent is usually sufficient. For accommodation, you need to provide proof of where you will be staying, at least for your initial period. This could be a hotel booking confirmation, a rental agreement for an apartment, or a letter of invitation from a host if you will be staying with friends or family. If you are a student, your university might provide details of student housing or assist with initial accommodation arrangements. A letter from the university confirming your accommodation plan can be very helpful. This shows a structured approach to your arrival. For workers, Your employer might provide temporary accommodation or assist in finding a place. Any official documentation from your employer regarding accommodation arrangements should be included. This adds credibility to your overall plan. The key is to show that you have thought through your arrival logistics and will not be without a place to stay. Even if your long-term accommodation is not yet finalized, demonstrating a plan for your initial days or weeks is crucial. For many long-term Schengen visa applications, an in-person interview at the embassy or consulate is a mandatory step. This is your opportunity to clarify any details, answer questions, and demonstrate your genuine intentions. Approach it with confidence and preparation. Be prepared to answer questions about your travel plans, your purpose of visit, and your financial situation. The consular officer will want to understand why you want to go to Europe, what you plan to do there, and how you will support yourself. Be clear and concise in your responses. Honesty and transparency are paramount during the interview. Do not attempt to mislead the officer or provide false information. Any inconsistencies between your application documents and your interview answers can lead to immediate rejection and potentially future visa difficulties. Bring all your original documents, even if you have already submitted copies. The officer may wish to see the originals for verifications. Organize your documents neatly in a folder, making it easy to retrieve specific papers when requested. This demonstrates professionalism. Dress appropriately for the interview. While a full suit might not be necessary, present yourself in a neat and respectful manner. Your appearance contributes to the overall impression you make on the consular officer. Listen carefully to the questions asked and answer directly. If you don't understand a question, politely ask for clarification. Avoid rambling or providing unnecessary information. Stick to the facts and be confident in your responses. Beyond the specific requirements, there are several strategic tips that can significantly boost your chances of a successful Schengen visa application. These are the insights that come from experience and attention to detail. Apply well in advance of your intended travel date. The recommended window is typically 3 to 6 months before your planned departure. This allows ample time for processing, potential requests for additional documents, and unforeseen delays. Do not wait until the last minute. Double-check every single document before submission. Verify names, dates, passport numbers, and all other details for accuracy. A small typo can cause significant delays or even rejection. Create a checklist and go through it meticulously. Maintain complete honesty and transparency throughout the entire application process. From the forms you fill out to the interview you attend, integrity is key. Any attempt to deceive or provide false information will be discovered and will lead to severe consequences. Organize all your paperwork neatly and logically. Use folders, dividers, or clips to keep related documents together. A well-organized application package makes a positive impression on the consular officer and streamlines the review process. Always keep copies of everything you submit. This includes your application form, all supporting documents, and any correspondence with the embassy or consulate. These copies are invaluable for your records and in case of any queries or issues. Be aware of the specific requirements of the country you are applying to. While Schengen rules are standardized, individual member states may have unique nuances or additional document requests. Always consult the official embassy or consulate website for the most up-to-date information. If you are unsure about any aspect of the application, seek clarification directly from the embassy or consulate, or consult with a reputable visa consultant. Do not rely solely on unofficial forums or outdated information. Accuracy is your best friend. Remember, the Schengen visa process, while detailed, is entirely manageable with proper preparation and attention. Your dream of working or studying in Europe is within reach. By following these guidelines, you are not just filling out forms, you are building a bridge to your European future. We wish you the very best in your application journey.